Greenville, South Carolina has so much happening and so much is always going on. Every month I provide people with an update video, and I'm always amazed that there's continuously updates to provide to people. In this video, I'm going to provide you with 2 brand new updates that are happening here in the West End that are super exciting. And I'm also going to provide you with some updates of some projects I've talked about in the past. Hi, I'm Evan Whaley, your favorite Greenville realtor. So let's talk about the updates to all the projects I've talked about in the past, and then I'll get to these 2 really exciting updates at the end of the video. Starting with the updates, I wanted to tell you about Mayberry Park. So it has been approved. They're going to do the $3.2 million update to ensure that there's a Little League baseball field in our downtown. There's going to be a grandstand, there's going to be concessions, and so much more. This will be really great because we have such an active community for kids, and people really love playing baseball here in the South. So this will be a really great and welcome development for our community. For our next update, I wanted to share what's happening with the public safety building. We mentioned in the past that it really just was not up to the standards that they really needed, and most people were sharing offices that were meant for 1 or 2 people and had 4 or 5 people in there. So the police force and the fire department are super thrilled to get to move into their new public safety building starting this month. So this will be a great welcome development. They'll have much nicer offices and they'll have much more space. In the past, I've also mentioned the Cleveland Park Redevelopment. So this is passed. This is actually supposed to start any day now. They're going to add additional parking. They're going to make the concrete and everything more accessible. They're also going to do some minor renovations to the park overall. So this will be a great development. We know how we love our parks here in Greenville, and it'll be great to see Cleveland Park improve along the way. I've talked a lot about the Swamp Rabbit Trail on this channel, and I've talked about how there's 3 new potential extensions, 2 of which have already been approved. So there's the one going into Gower and there's one going into Nicholtown. These will be really great developments. It's going to create even more walkability and create a more expansive and walkable downtown area. And the Swamp Rabbit Trail is already amazing, so extending it and creating more entrance and exit points is going to be a huge welcome development for our area. The last development is one that's come with a lot of fanfare here locally. It's going to be the 44-unit complex of the Biltmore Walk. This is going to be in our downtown area. This area is going to be modeled after the Gramercy Park in New York City. Gramercy Park in New York City is really known for having this luxury feel and this luxury look, but also being in the downtown and having a lot of greenery around it. So that's the exact same concept that they're bringing here to Greenville, South Carolina for this particular development. This is going to be something unlike anything that we have here in Greenville. Biltmore Walk is expected to have its first residents in early 2026. The breaking of the ground of this was so exciting. This has been a plan that's been in the making for almost 30 years here in Greenville. So now I want to talk about the 2 new exciting developments that are happening in the West End. There's so much that's going on that side of town. There's so much development, and what's going to be really amazing is because that area is so accessible to downtown, and we've got so many of the new developments that have happened. We've got access to the Swamp Rabbit Trail, that seeing that area develop even more is going to be so exciting for the city of Greenville. The first place I want to start with is the Mosaic. The Mosaic is going to be a mixed-use community. It's going to have a very industrial style feel, and what they're going to do is they're going to make affordable housing mixed with apartment complexes, mixed with a lot of other things as far as businesses and retail as well. This is going to be a really cool development. I can't wait to see this thing come off the ground. And the last place, the Brickton Hall Hotel. This is going to be 92 units. It's going to have a very high-end luxury feel. It's going to bring more tourism to the west end of town, since we really don't have a hotel over there now. It's going to be really exciting because as we see all these developments that happen in the west end, this is going to be something that people really want, an area that people really want to stay. So I think Greenville is really getting ahead of the development here, and the developers of this project are really thinking with some great insight and thinking about the future of what's going to happen with the development here in Greenville. I can't wait to see these 2 things break ground and see the impact they make here locally. I'm curious, of all the updates that I share with you, which one are you most excited about? Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you.